FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM, Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets
Father, I see hell all around me, and they know not you, and I'm tired and bruised. I'm sad and blue. It's gonna take all I have just to do what I'm supposed to do, and I know I still gotta sing and praise you, Lord. It ain't easy, Lord, from underneath the storm, but it's where I am when I feel like I'm barely hanging on. But I'm still gonna sing, yes, I'm still gonna praise you, Lord. But it ain't easy from underneath the storm. From underneath the storm. Look down from above, lift me up from my doubt. When I'm feeling low, as I sometimes do, lift me up above the rain and clouds. Lift me up when my only hope is for your light to shine. I can't find the strength to praise you enough. Renew my heart, renew my mind. It ain't easy, Lord, from underneath the storm, but it's where I am when I feel like I'm barely hanging on. I'm still gonna sing, yes, I'm still gonna praise you, Lord, but it ain't easy from underneath the storm. So here I am with praise and song, even though, Lord, I'm not so strong, worshiping you from underneath the storm. And even when it ain't easy, Lord, through the clouds and through the noise, I'm still gonna sing and raise my voice. It ain't easy, Lord, from underneath the storm, but it's where I am when I feel like I'm barely hanging on. But I'm still gonna sing, yes, I'm still gonna praise you, Lord. But it ain't easy from underneath the storm. It ain't easy, Lord, from underneath the storm, but it's where I am when I feel like I'm barely hanging on. But I'm still gonna sing, yes, I'm still gonna praise you, Lord. But it ain't easy from underneath the storm. From underneath the storm.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This song is on point. Mr. Ray Lindo, shout out to a man that we went to primary school together. Wow. And he's putting out this song from underneath the storm. Ray, loving it. That's right. How challenging it must be to be reaching out from under the storm. But that's what we got to do, right? That's what we got to do. A little bit more of Ray Lindo from Under the Storm.
It ain't easy from underneath the storm. So here I am with praise and song, even though, Lord, I'm not so strong, worshiping.
That's right, Ray Lindo from Under the Storm.
The storm.
blessing.
It ain't easy, Lord, from underneath the storm. But it's where I am when I feel like I'm barely hanging on. But I'm still gonna sing. Yes, I'm still gonna
Your
praise
life,
you,
your
Lord.
Fresh FM,
But
Radio
it
London.
ain't easy from underneath the storm.
Wayne Hall Show, where information meets
It ain't easy, Lord.
That's right. Once again, brand new uplifting music from Ray Lindo here on the Wayne Hall Show.
When I feel like I'm barely hanging on, but I'm still gonna sing. Yes, I'm still gonna praise you, Lord. But it ain't easy from underneath the storm. From underneath the storm.
Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM, Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music. Meets music.
I just want you to know, no matter your circumstance, nor the situation, you are special. And today, we're taking all the doubts away. Right now. If all your life somebody told you you'll never amount to nothing, and somewhere down the line you begin to believe, so you started to act just like nothing. You took the easy way, but look where you are today. God can make something wonderful out of you. God can make something out of nothing. He's the same today as he was yesterday. And if you don't believe me, ask Moses about the Red Sea. Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God can make something wonderful out of me. If you feel like life is whipping you and you're stumbling over everything you try to do, and somebody keeps saying there just ain't no way. Oh, but Judge just said, whatever you ask in my name, I will give it to you. God can make something wonderful out of you. Oh, God can make something out of nothing. He's the same today as he was yesterday. And if you don't believe me, ask Moses about the Red Sea. Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God can make something wonderful out of me. So right now, we're taking away all the doubts, all the low self-esteem, all the hesitation, anything that produces fear. We're taking it away from you right now. And this is my testimony to the world.
That's right. The sound of Kenny Blessing.
Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God can make something wonderful out of me. asked Moses about the Red Sea. Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God can make something wonderful out of me.
That's right, the very positive, uplifting sound of Kenny Blessing as we welcome you to another great edition of the Wayne Hall Show here on the Wayne Hall Network as well as on Linkage 101.75. We are also live on Hype FM. Want to say good evening to listeners on Clark TV Network, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide. If you're locked in on Reggae Vibes Radio, if you're on Yard Flow TV, hello to my listeners on EnergyRadio1.com. Shout out to Mr. Fenton Troy and the crew. Want to say a big shout out to those on Yard Flow TV, YouToosRadio.com, DJ VJ Smiles, Ras Dougal, Fresh FM Radio London, Mr. Rudy Page and the crew. If you're locked in on Fit FM 96.7, Trelawny's radio covering Western Jamaica. Glad to have you all on all these platforms. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on Facebook Live ×2, we want to welcome you if you're on Twitch or if you're simply listening at thewayneallshow.com. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us again today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very packed show for you. Our first guest will be Mr. Michael Thomas, and he'll be representing Rythmz of the Caribbean. And Rythmz will be having their 10th anniversary performances this year on October 18th and 19th at Shiloh High School. He's standing by. And then later on, we're going to have Anthony Turner with the E-Report. He'll be followed by none other than Mr. Junior Taylor of Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans. They'll talk about their All Schools Jam. And then later at 9 p.m., we have Lady the Flame. And she's going to bring the heat to the Wayne Hall Show this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Sit back, relax, enjoy. We'll have Mr. Thomas on with you shortly. Before we do that, our guest tonight, The Flame, the songs that made her famous. The song that made her famous, a gospel track. It's called God Answers Prayer. Check it out.
If you ever feeling down and like you have nowhere to go, if you feeling like an outcast as your problems overflow, just remember there is someone, and all it takes is for you to know is that God is the answer, and God answers prayer. He sees every weakness, every trial, every mountain and sea, and He sees every tear.
Your life, your
And He
music.
wipes them for me. I get down on my knees and I say, Savior, help me please. Because one thing is for certain, is my God answers prayer. You may be broken and feel, but your strength.
We're going to get back to this song that streamed over 1 billion times. Can you imagine a song streamed 1 billion times? Oh my gosh, that's what this song was for the Flame. And so we're going to get back to it. But first, let me go over to, I want to play this ad for you. And then we're going to welcome Mr. Michael Thomas. Here we go.
October 18, October 19, 2 days, 2 shows. Rhythms of the Caribbean, our 10th concert season. Reflections, celebrating our folk heritage. Shiloh High School Auditorium, 4210 Shiloh Road in Snellville. October 18, 7 p.m. and October 19, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy 2 evenings of singing, dancing, folklore, and music that celebrates our folk heritage. MC, the engaging Chris Parker. Adults, $40 advance, $45 at the door. Children, 12 and under, $10. Tickets at Ioni's Caribbean Kitchen, 1142 Athens Highway in Grayson. Georgetown Food Market, 4055 Covington Highway in Decatur. And online at rhythmsofthecaribbean.org. Telephone 470-218-2638 or email rhythmsofthecaribbean@gmail.com for more information. Celebrating our 10th annual concert season. Rhythms of the Caribbean. October 18 and 19, 2025. You can't miss it.
That's right. Andrew says you can't miss it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get more into why we can't afford to miss it by going over to my guest, Mr. Michael Thomas, on the line. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Wayne. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, my brother. Good to have you. How is it going when it comes to rhythms?
Rhythms, things are going pretty good. You know, we were shut down for the pandemic, and then the last couple of years we've been picking up speed and getting back our audience, and things are going pretty good. And I think this year this concert is going to be no exception. It's going to be good.
I can tell. I've seen the audience swelling. And of course, 2 events this year. But let's just back up a little bit and tell us, Mr. Thomas, a little bit about the organization, Rhythms of the Caribbean, who you are, why, what's your mission, and just that little bit of information so the audience, especially if someone is hearing about Rhythms of the Caribbean for the first time, they know exactly what you're about.
Yes, Rhythms of the Caribbean is a cultural group, and our main mission is to promote the Caribbean culture, music, and dance.
Okay.
Traditional folk forms.
Right. And the group has been together how long?
We were formed in 2009.
2009. Wow. And so survived the pandemic, like you mentioned earlier, and came back stronger than before, man.
Yes, and of course, you know, while we provide entertainment, we're at the same time trying to educate people about Caribbean culture, especially young people who did not grow up with this type of music. Maybe their parents or grandparents did. But we cater to all ages, and everybody can learn something about our culture.
Which is good, really, really good. As a matter of fact, do tell us about, you know, how Rhythms is able to deliver this education and, you know, and variety through your performances. So, in other words, what can we expect on the 18th and 19th?
Okay. We sing songs from different countries in the Caribbean. Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, Barbados, Guyana, and of course, Jamaica. And a lot of these songs are kind of similar to what Calypso would do, tell a story.
Right.
And these tell stories of different things that used to happen in the villages and towns of the various islands.
Awesome. So it's a lot of storytelling. It's a lot of folklore. It's a lot of culture. What you would say, dissecting the different cultures that make up the culture that's the Caribbean. Hence the name Rhythms of the Caribbean.
Right, and we tell stories about relationships, daily things like going to the river and washing your clothes and that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Right. Now, one of the things someone might be listening and going, wow, but how do they deliver? You actually have live music.
Yes, we do have several musicians, a drummer, we have guitar player, we have a keyboard player.
Right. And ladies and gentlemen, it's done live in real time. The costumes, speak to us about the costumes, Mr. Thomas.
Well, our costumes, as everybody knows, are very colorful. We have different costumes, and we try to match the costumes with the section that we're doing, because the concert is broken down into different sections, and we try to match these costumes with the sections that we're doing. For example, at the end of the show, the finale, we do something called Brookings.
Brookins. Okay.
Brookings.
Mm-hmm. And and the Brookins, tell us a little more. Brookins. So at the end of the show, you do Brookins.
Brookings is a traditional folk form, which is
Okay.
ceremonial in nature, celebrates the historic occasion of emancipation from slavery.
Right.
That's
Right.
as a celebration that will start on July 31st and continue all through the night into the early hours of the 1st of August. So the
Very
villagers
good.
bring in the August morning.
Okay. Wow. I'm enjoying it already and I'm not there. And on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are watching, that's the flyer right there. And you see the colorful costumes and you see that it is indeed a big cast, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great real-time production. And this year, Reflections, celebrating our folk heritage. And it's also their 10th annual concert season. Chris Parker, your MC this year, needs no introduction in this community. And I gotta say, in himself is an act.
Yes, yes. Chris brings a lot to our presentation.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Chris Parker, ladies and gentlemen, well known for his MC duties here in the Atlanta area. And I tell you, you don't want a better MC. I do some MCing, but when I show up at an event and see Chris Parker, I'm like, yes. Oh boy, there goes an MC I want to see. All
well,
right, and then
I don't think there's any competition there. It's just a different style.
okay, that's what I'm
It doesn't,
saying.
everybody has their own style.
Right,
I mean,
right.
yeah, like we normally use Will Hart. We have been using Will Hart or Chris Parker, and they both are very good, but they have
Yes.
different styles.
Exactly. Stated so aptly. Now, let's talk about tickets.
Yes, the tickets are $48 in advance for adult tickets and $45 at the door. Children 12 and under, we've kept that price at $10 for all the years that we've been performing.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Awesome.
tickets can be obtained at Ionis Caribbean Kitchen, 1142 Athens Highway, Georgetown Food Market at 4055 Covington Highway, or this year we have an online service where you can buy the tickets online
Mm-hmm.
at www.rhythmsofthecaribbean.org. That is Rhythms spelled RYTHMZ.
Okay. Rhythmsofthecaribbean.org, ladies
Or
and
you can
gentlemen.
or you can call our phone number 470-218-2638. 470-218-2638. Rhythms of the Caribbean.
Love it, love it. All right, and the place, ladies and gentlemen, we got to tell you where it's all going down. It's at Shiloh High School Auditorium, 4210 Shiloh Road in Snellville, Georgia. And again, it's on 2 days, man, 2 days. So celebrating over 2 days. Congrats, man. 10 years. Wow. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No, I just wanna, for the people who have followed us for a long time, reflections. We are in a section called Reflections. We're bringing back some of the popular favorites.
Okay. I love that. Love that.
But they have to get a ticket soon. You know.
Yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to get your ticket soon. This is typically an event that is highly attended. You cannot just show up at the door for some of these events, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of them. You might want to go to Rythmz with a Z, rhythmsofthecaribbean.org. Get your ticket, have it in hand, because this year, doing two is going to be very, very well attended. So on Saturday, showtime is 7 p.m. and on Sunday, showtime is 4 p.m. So there's no confusion. Saturday, 7 p.m. Sunday, 4 p.m. All
Thank
right.
you for pointing that out.
Yes, very important. And so, man, I'm excited, Mr. Thomas. I am so excited. Looking forward to seeing this year's staging. Always so intriguing, so entertaining. And like you say, it's about educating as well, especially for the younger folks who are not that familiar with our folk culture and folk heritage. So looking forward to it, man. If there's nothing else, I want to thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Wayne, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell people about the show.
Oh, you're very welcome. We're very welcome. This is absolutely important to our community. So thanks for your hard work. It's not easy putting on these productions. Tip my hats to you and your team, and look forward to coming and enjoying the show on the 18th and the 19th of October at Shiloh High School. You have a great rest of your evening.
You too, Wayne. Thank you very much.
October 18, October 19, 2 days, 2 shows, Rythmz of the Caribbean, our 10th concert season, Reflections, celebrating our folk heritage, Shiloh High School Auditorium, 4210 Shiloh Road in Snellville, October 18, 7 p.m. and October 19, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy 2 evenings of singing, dancing, folklore, and music that celebrates our folk heritage. MC, the engaging Chris Parker. Adults $40 advance, $45 at the door. Children 12 and under, $10. Tickets at Ioni's Caribbean Kitchen, 1142 Athens Highway in Grayson. Georgetown Food Market, 4055 Covington Highway in Decatur. And online at rhythmsofthecaribbean.org. Telephone 470-218-2638 or email rhythmsofthecaribbean@gmail.com for more information. Celebrating our 10th annual concert season, Rythmz of the Caribbean, October 18 and 19, 2025. You can't miss it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Mr. Michael Thomas sharing with us about Rythmz of the Caribbean taking place. All right. Also, don't forget, coming up next, we're going to have Mr. Junior Taylor of Jamaicans taking care of Jamaicans, all right? We're going to talk about the All Schools Jam going down on October 18th, up next right here. Not next, but at 1:45, the top of the hour on the Wayne Hall Show right here. In the meantime, in between time, let's do this.
October 18, October.
Stockbridge, Georgia. It's the best news ever. Trelawny Fusion Kitchen is coming your way. Yes, you heard right. Trelawny Fusion Kitchen is bringing its flair of Jamaica to your neck of the woods. Imagine an authentic Caribbean casual dining restaurant with a full-service bar. It gets no better than this. Their new home will be at 901 Rockaway Road, Stockbridge, Georgia 30281. Opening Mondays to Fridays, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. for breakfast, Saturdays and Sundays brunch from 11 a.m. Closing each day at 11 p.m. Call 678-489-8412 with your reservation. Yes, Stockbridge, you are winning because Trelawny Fusion Kitchen is headed your way and bringing with it the flair of Jamaica. You are invited to enjoy an evening of music, praise, and fellowship at the Chris Blue Benefit Gospel Concert on November 22nd, 2025 at the James McKeown Worship Center, 2720 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia 30078, featuring Chris Blue and guest artists inspired, forgiven, and radiant light. Free parking, MC Wayne Hall. Proceeds will go towards the Snellville Seventh-day Adventist Church Building Fund. Admission early bird tickets $55 until October 15. Preferred seating $75 and general admission $65. Doors open at 5 p.m. For more information, call 678-794-1349. It's the Chris Blue Benefit Gospel Concert. Get your tickets and see you there.
Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans presents All Schools Jam 2. Party with a Purpose. Saturday, October 18, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the fabulous Atlanta Marriott Marquis, 265 Peachtree Center Avenue, Atlanta. We're giving you the very best in live entertainment. DJ Migraine, Gregory G, will be on the ones and twos. And repping for the ladies, DJ Paradise. On stage, reggae superstar AJ Brown.
My father, my friend, my God, my guide.
Special guest, award-winning journalist Janet Silvera. Admission $95. Includes full Jamaican dinner buffet. There'll be a $1,000 prize to the participating Alumni Association with the largest attendance. Special hotel discount room rates. Sponsored by Grace Foods, Marriott Marquis Atlanta, Dove Family Dentistry, Royal Caribbean Bakery, Deja All-Inclusive Resort, MB2 Dental, and Encore. Proceeds in aid of free dental missions in Jamaica, breast cancer awareness, and participating alumni associations. All Schools Jam 2, Party with a Purpose. October 18, Atlanta Marriott Marquis, a Janex production.
For some authentic Caribbean groceries and treats, then you must stop by the all-new Caribbean Marketplace. Now open with 3 locations: 5970 Old National Highway in Atlanta, 2618C Max Cleveland Boulevard in Lithonia, and 6920 Douglas Boulevard in Douglasville. Open Sunday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Capture all your favorite Caribbean products from different islands in the Caribbean. Produce, drinks, exotic Caribbean fruits and vegetables. You name it, we have it. Your one-stop shop. We also carry several different brands of ackee, curry, and other seasoning from the island, bread, buns, and a variety of Grace products. All available at the Caribbean Marketplace with 3 locations: 5790 Old National Highway in Atlanta, 2618C Max Cleveland Boulevard in Lithonia, and 6920 Douglas Boulevard in Douglasville. For more information, call 678-829-3201 or visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com. So come out and explore everything that you're missing from the Caribbean.
Send money to Jamaica with TapTap Send. Direct to bank account or cash pickup from VM Money Transfer Service island-wide. Easy, fast, secure with no transfer fees. TapTap Send. Empowering families, improving lives between the UK and Jamaica. Download our app today and use promo code JAMWIN for a free £10 bonus on your first transfer. Send money to Jamaica with TapTap Send. Come Lord Jesus, come Lord of mercy, come to.
Well, that's a short one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again to everyone who's tuned in. Let me do a quick shout out here to Linda Dosset, Canada, in the house. Long time no see. Wow, how is everything, Miss Linda? All right, got a shout out Andrea Brown McNeish. Good evening, Andrea. Good to see you. All righty. Okay, want to shout out everyone on TikTok. Auntie P, I see you over there on YouTube. Keith Cole, Tracy and Clark, bless up, Noeline Thomas. How are you? Big up yourself. Michelle Gordon Walker asked where can she get tickets. I hope you heard the answer. for the Saturday and Sunday event we just talked about, Michelle, rhythmsofthecaribbean.org. Or if you go by Ioni's, I think you're in Gwinnett, so Ioni's would be your stop. Ioni's restaurant, you could check there, or go to rhythmsofthecaribbeanonline.org. Ladies and gentlemen, I will give away a pair of tickets tonight, right now, to Rhythms of the Caribbean, if you can text me the year Mr. Thomas just said they started. They're celebrating 10 years this year. Performance, celebrating their 10th year, right? But what year did he say they started? The organization was formed. I hope we're listening. I hope we were listening. Okay, so I'll give you a pair of tickets, okay? If you can tell me what year Mr. Thomas said the group, the organization was formed. So shout out to everyone again who's checking out the show on Twitch as well. Those listening on the WayneHallShow.com. Big up to Fit FM 96.7, Trelawny's Radio. Your life, your music. If you're on Restream, if you're on Fresh FM Radio London, big up to Rudy Page and the crew. All right, You Choose Radio, EnergyRadio1.com, Fenton Troy and the crew, and YouChooseRadio.com with DJ VJ Smiles and the gang. All right, Reggae Vibes Radio, big up Island Worldwide, the Sutherlands, bless upon herself. Yes, Clark TV Network, Hype FM, Frankie Lex. What's good, my brother? What's good, Frankie Lex? And also want to say a big shout out to everyone locked in on Linkage 101.75 in New York. My guest this evening at 9, The Flame, Lady The Flame.
If you ever feeling down and like you have nowhere to go, if you feeling like an outcast as your problems overflow, just remember there is someone, and all it takes is for you to know is that God is the answer, and God answers prayer. He sees every weakness, every trial, every mountain and sea, and He sees every teardrop, and He wipes them for me. I get down on my knees and I say, Savior, help me please, because one thing is for certain, is my God answers prayer. You may be broken and feel battered, but your strength will surely come in the midst of all your heartaches. Your battles are already won. Just remember, in the hard times, don't give up, don't say you're done, because God is the answer, and God answers prayer. He sees every weakness, every trial, every mountain and sea, and He sees every teardrop, and He wipes it.
Want to shout out Beverly Scarlett.
I get down
Beverly Scarlett says 2015. No, that's not correct.
and I say, Savior, help me please, because one thing is for certain, is my God answers prayer. Oh, He sees every weakness, every trial, every mountain and sea, and He sees every teardrop, and He wipes my God answers prayer.
Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music, meets music.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just letting you know that is the sound of none other than our guest coming up later this evening, Lady Da Flame. That gospel song has over 1 billion streams online. Can you imagine that? So, trust me, she is well known, and she's bringing that energy to the Wayne Hall Show this evening. We'll look forward to that conversation and maybe a performance. Can you imagine if Da Flame just gives us a performance tonight? That would be so sweet. But let's see. All right. Okay. So, once again, thank you, everyone. We're still buzzing from our great anniversary event in September. Yes, that wrapped up September. Thank you to everyone who supports the Wayne Hall Show. We do have some funds for autism. We're doing all the final dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but I got to tell you, there's some money for autism, all right? And we're going to give you full disclosure here coming up on the Wayne Hall Show, one of these shows in the next week or two. Full disclosure as to how much, and bring in the Lorraine J. Smith Foundation, and they'll tell us, will we match it? How much can we match? And then we will have to figure out the next steps, right? So we're going to have to get down to JA on the ground and roll up our sleeves and meet these candidates for who needs the support. And that way we can make sure that your donations get to do what they're supposed to do for autism in Jamaica. So the plan looks good, all right? Continue to pray and support. We appreciate, love it. So we've had some very good uplifting music on the show so far this evening, and we're going to keep it that way, maybe. Who knows? Maybe we can't. Yeah, man. There's a lot of events coming up in October, I see. All right? And just stay tuned right here on the Wayne Hall Show, and we'll keep you posted with all of that. All right? Want to send prayers out to our sister, Karen Andreas. All right. Andrea's lost her brother. And so Andrea's Caribbean and Seafood Restaurant, yeah, our prayers with you right now from Wayne Hall Show and the Wayne Hall Show family. All right? Yeah, man. Bless up. This one is by Neri.
Is extremely important.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music.
How could I let you get away when I know, oh yes I know.
Shauna! Good to see you, girl.
Like how they do, your tin soldiers, your clowns too. They're all laughing at you.
Pull the one from top, Miss All, it beat them too bad.
So how could I let you get away when I know, oh yes I know.
Mary, sing.
Like how they do, your tin soldiers, your clowns too. They're all laughing at you. I'm laughing at you too. Like basketball, 5,000, that was all. The game's really new, yeah. Why couldn't I beat you in the middle of the room? Got no time to turns you loose. Block 10 was speeding too, and I can't tell green from blue. No. Like cat and mouse, games of chains instead of house. I get so mad at you, like parents often do, in the middle of the room. Got no time to count the sheep today. How could I let you get away when I knew I'd need somebody soon? How could I let you slip away when I knew I'd need somebody soon? There is no guarantee that the one you love is gonna love you. Oh, heaven on earth, it's all you see. You're out of touch with reality. A certain person could never be. Cause in the middle of the room, got no time to count my sheep today. How could I let you get away? How could I let you get away?
That's right, the sound of Neri. Neri from his album, The Underdog. That one called How Could I Let You Get Away? Everybody Plays the Fool. A fusion of both songs. Did you catch that? Love that song by Neri. Neri down there in Orlando. Big up yourself, Neri. All right. Looking forward to see you in the ATL again sometime soon, man. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest tonight. But before I bring him on, let me go over to these ads right here and play this one for you. Let's see. It's going to be...
Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans presents All Schools Jam 2. Party with a Purpose. Saturday, October 18, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the fabulous Atlanta Marriott Marquis, 265 Peachtree Center Avenue, Atlanta. We're giving you the very best in live entertainment. DJ Migraine, Gregory G, will be on the ones and twos. And repping for the ladies, DJ Paradise. On stage, reggae superstar AJ Brown. Special guest, award-winning journalist Janet Silvera. Admission $95. Includes full Jamaican dinner buffet. There'll be a $1,000 prize to the participating Alumni Association with the largest attendance. Special hotel discount room rates. Sponsored by Grace Foods, Marriott Marquis Atlanta, Dove Family Dentistry, Royal Caribbean Bakery, Deja All-Inclusive Resort, MB2 Dental, and Encore. Proceeds in aid of free dental missions in Jamaica, breast cancer awareness, and participating alumni associations. All Schools Jam 2, Party with a Purpose. October 18, Atlanta Marriott Marquis, a Jamex production.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a Jamex production. And who better to represent than Mr. Junior Taylor on your screen right now, Mr. Jamex himself. And he's here to talk about this upcoming event on October 18. Mr. Taylor, good evening and welcome, sir.
Good evening to you, Sir Wayne, and your listeners, and your viewers too. Viewers and listeners.
Yes, viewers and listeners.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here on the Wayne Hall Show.
It's a great mix. That's right. So, Jamaicans caring about Jamaicans?
Not about, for.
For.
Jamaicans caring for Jamaicans.
Jamaicans caring for Jamaicans. Tell us about the concept.
Concept born maybe in Jamaica about, 2012. Let's just say 2012. A group of us as young professionals got together and saw the need to help the less fortunate. What we used to do was we would bus from rural communities, predominantly in Western Jamaica, bus, the shut-ins and those that were infirmed to some extent to the local health clinic.
Yes.
Have them checked out by the doctors. After they were checked out by the doctors, we'd give them all a care package to go home. And we did that about once every 2 months for the better part of about 2 years.
Okay.
And then we got asked by Mr. Errol Miller to assist with the logistics of a medical mission that he had with the Northeast Florida Medical Society.
Right.
A bunch of mostly Jamaican doctors that based in Jacksonville, varying disciplines, and they all came down to Hanover. Hanover is where Mr. Miller was from, and he had this medical mission for Hanover. There were over 40 professionals, doctors with nurses, aides, administrative people. So there might have been about 60-something people in all. Pediatricians, OBGYN, dentists, all manner of medical doctors, general practitioners. While we were there, we met 2 young American dentists, and they approached us and said, boy, we really like this. We'd love to come back. One of the 2, Dr. Joe Dove, who's married to a Jamaican, said that they were venturing into a partnership with a larger company, but when he goes back, he would talk to them and see what happened. Called us maybe a month later. He had gone into this partnership with MB2 Dental, and the CEO of MB2 Dental, which is almost like a franchised dental office. So they have dental practices all over the US that they monitor, almost like they are the franchisor, and all these people have. So they use the network of dentists and promote themselves and do whatever within there. But Dr. V met his wife on a mission in Jamaica. So Jamaica, American as well, but Jamaica held a special place in his heart, and he supported Dr. Dove in wanting to come back to Jamaica. And that's when the dental mission started. So the first dental mission would have been in 2016. And outside of, I think we've done 9 already. We stopped for 2.5 years because of COVID. But they've grown from going into government clinics to being self-sufficient now that we have equipment stored in Jamaica, chairs, compressors, all the instruments. And we go to church halls, community centers, wherever the need is, we can pack the stuff up in a truck, a bus, and drive. And then the doctors come down. So MB2 Dental allows us to get dentists from all over. So right now we're going back to 1 mission a year, and it's usually the first week in May. So it's almost like they apply to come on the mission to Jamaica.
Wow.
So May gone, we had about 30 people in total.
Awesome.
And saw over a 3-day period almost 1,000 people. So
that's great stuff.
We have 20 chairs. They're portable, fold up and can pack away chairs, but we have 20 chairs that we can set up in any given. Once we have the space, we can set them up because each chair has its own compressor. So a dentist can do his own thing, whether it's fillings, extractions, whatever other care may be needed.
Great
so
stuff.
That's the genesis of Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans, and now we have formed a 501c3 here in the US, and that primary function now is to assist the Jamaican effort with the missions. So we want to increase the missions from 1 to 2 a year, and I think for 2026 we're putting 2 on the calendar, and we'll probably do that for a couple of years and then jump to 3. It is the desire of the team, which is the combination of Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans and Dove Family Dentistry, to actually open a dental clinic in Jamaica that we would have somewhere that's a permanent base. So down the
Awesome
road.
stuff. Wow. Wow. And so here we are. We're going to be at the Marquee. So this event is really to help to support those missions, those trips.
Well, and then All Schools Jam was born out of that, the need for that. Breast cancer awareness, which is something that's very close to the organization. Sophia and myself both have immediate family members who have been impacted by breast cancer. So breast cancer is something very important for us. And that's why the event is in October, because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And thirdly, and certainly almost just as important, was bringing together of the Atlanta-based Jamaican alumni associations. Okay. You are very familiar as a person in the entertainment field, the amount of associations that are out there and the amount of events that they put on. What we realized was there was no body, and there still isn't a calendar, a master calendar for the alumni associations to say, there are 20-something of us in the area. Let us sit down and make sure that we don't double up or eliminate as much of the doubling up as possible. You know, my event is in September. Okay, so I'll do it in the first week of September. Yours is in September. You can do it the second week. That's a part of the plan, as well as support. If every alumni association event has 2 or 3 people from the other alumni associations attending, you get numbers.
Yes, makes sense.
And
yes.
that was the genesis of All Schools Jam. And so all 3 things have been put together to make one massive fundraising event. Again, the tagline is Party with a Purpose. So come, have a good time, dance, hear good music, live entertainment as well. Eat your bellies full and support the cause all the way through.
Okay. Wow. So I'm going to put the flyer on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans and the All Schools Jam. You've heard all about the concept. Now, Mr. Taylor, tell us about the night itself. I see we have a special guest, Ms. Janet Silvera, AJ Brown, some awesome DJs, man. Tell us about the night itself at the wonderful Atlanta Marriott Marquis Hotel.
So we are starting at 6 p.m. and we're going till, we would love to go a little later, but we're going till 1 o'clock. We pushed. Last year we finished at 12 and it was a little early. So we, based on the cause and everything, we went to the hotel and we were able to get them to extend us to 1 o'clock. Included in the thing is the DJs, as you mentioned, the DJ Migraine, and Gregory G, both Atlanta-based first-class DJs. DJ Paradise will be repping for the ladies. Jamex,
all right.
DJ on Jamex. And AJ Brown, you mentioned AJ. So last year we had Anthony Malvo as a live entertainer. And again, we're just trying to offer the best that we can in terms of an entertainment package and value. So this year we're having AJ come and sing for as long as he wants to sing. His repertoire will take him a lot longer than he probably would want to sing, but I know there are a lot of favorites that a lot of people are going to want to hear. So he's going to have to figure out how I'm going to chop and go through as best he can. But he's also very committed to the project because, one, he's a Cornwall College alum, and he has been very big on performing for alumni associations over time because the assisting to do better for Jamaica is something that he feels very strongly about. So when I called him, it was almost like a no-brainer. He only had to make sure he was free, and he was, and he's on. Janet Silvera is an award-winning journalist out of Jamaica, works for the Gleaner, as well as has her own independent publicity and promotion business, and she'll be our guest of honor. So it's, you know, some excellent entertainment, first-class music. The food, like I tell you, it's a Jamaican menu. The head chef, the executive chef at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis is Jamaican, and he's actually from Ocho Rios.
There we go. Jamaicans everywhere.
You're going to get actual oxtail and not some derivative thereof.
Love it. Love it.
So the menu is a Jamaican menu, and it's an open buffet, so you can come ready to eat.
Tell us about the cost and how we can obtain tickets.
Okay, so tickets are $95 inclusive of the fees from Caribtix. They're available at caribtix.com /allschoolsjam. If they have the flyer, the QR code is on the flyer. If you go to All Schools Jam, if you go to caribtix.com, you can scroll till you find the event, or you can just type it in Caribtix, which is caribtix.com /allschoolsjam, and that's 2 M's. So it's ALLSCHOOLSJAMM. And that will take you to the link to buy the tickets.
And I can speak, Mr. Taylor, to the fact that I scanned from my screen the QR code. So anyone out there looking on the screen right now, if you just put that phone up there, it takes you right to where you can make your reservations, buy your tickets, doing all things. It says, welcome to All Schools Jam. So go ahead and use up that QR code, ladies and gentlemen, while it's on the screen. Okay?
Yeah, man. I mean, and Wayne, I want to say to you and your listeners and viewers that we all at some point want to know that we have done something to help.
Yes.
Whether you're going to be helping an alumni association do a project at a particular school, whether you're assisting in monies towards help with breast cancer awareness, or your heartstrings are with the JCJ and giving back as we do through dental missions. So we ask, if you're not able to attend, that you at least go on and buy a ticket in support of the event. But guaranteed to get more than your money's worth just from the food. Forget the entertainment and the vibe and AJ Brown, but just the food alone.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
There you go. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me put that flyer up one more time. It's the All Schools Jam #2 with special guest Janet Silvera. This goes down Saturday, October 18th at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis Hotel. Music by Gregory G, DJ Migraine, DJ Paradise ripping for the ladies. Performance by AJ Boots Brown. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's only $95. Only $95, because like he says, that's just for food, really. But look at all you're going to get. And it's for a great cause, Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans, a 501c3. So, ladies and gentlemen, go on out, support. Mr. Taylor, anything else to add?
Two things I want to say before I go. I want to thank my sponsors.
Yes.
The Atlanta Marriott Marquis, Deja Resorts, who in Montego Bay, Jamaica, they've donated the gate prize. MB2 Dental, Dove's Family Dentistry, Royal Caribbean Bakery, Encore Event Services, Grace Kennedy, and Grace. And
that's right.
There's a complimentary tropical rhythm that comes with the dinner. So something to wash it down. Something to wash it down.
You mentioned Encore?
Yes, Encore is the audio visual supplier.
Okay, awesomeness. All right.
That's one of two. I have one more for you, a big one now. You can determine how this happens, but I am going to give away one ticket to one lucky listener or viewer. And the question to answer is, what year did Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans start?
Me.
It's for your listeners and viewers, not you. You already know that you are going to be there because you promised me last year that it won't miss you again. And I know that you're a man of your word.
I'm there, sir. I am so there this year. You will see me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can text your answer in any of the chats to, or you can call 678-431-9390 with the answer, okay? You can call or text to 678-431-9390, as well as you could drop it in the chat. The first recognized correct response will get the ticket. Do I have somebody trying here? Let me see who this is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. All right. So there you have it. I will let you know who the winner is, sir.
Yeah, man, I would appreciate that. And again, thank you very much for the airtime. Appreciate of all that you do. And you are one of those people that keep the community abreast of everything happening. And we couldn't be more thankful for you and the time that you have given me to tell your listeners and viewers all about what we are doing.
I appreciate what you do too, sir, and our audience as well. So thank you, and you're welcome.
Yeah,
have a great rest of the evening.
Thanks, brother. Talk soon.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans presents All Schools Jam 2. Party with a Purpose. Saturday, October 18, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the fabulous Atlanta Marriott Marquis, 265 Peachtree Center Avenue, Atlanta. We're giving you the very best in live entertainment. DJ Migraine, Gregory G, will be on the ones and twos. And repping for the ladies, DJ Paradise. On stage, reggae superstar, AJ Brown. Special guest, award-winning journalist Janet Silvera. Admission $95. Includes full Jamaican dinner buffet. There'll be a $1,000 prize to the participating alumni association with the largest attendance. Special hotel discount room rates. Sponsored by Grace Foods, Marriott Marquis Atlanta, Dove Family Dentistry, Royal Caribbean Bakery, Deja All-Inclusive Resort, MB2 Dental, and Encore. Proceeds in aid of free dental missions in Jamaica, breast cancer awareness, and participating alumni associations. All Schools Jam 2, Party with a Purpose. October 18, Atlanta Marriott Marquis, a Janex production.
You can find countless roofing companies in the Metro Atlanta area. However, none is highly recommended as the award-winning Up Top Roofing for your residential and commercial needs. Up Top Roofing guarantees a quality experience from start to finish. Up Top Roofing has an experienced staff ready to take care of your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Up Top Roofing will assist you through areas such as the insurance process and ensuring the best product selection for your unique needs. Up Top Roofing follows through with post-installation visits to ensure your system is functioning correctly. Call Up Top Roofing today at 678-760-9543. That is 678-760-9543. With Up Top Roofing, you're in great hands. Hands that have been taking care of roofing, siding, and gutters in the Metro Atlanta area for over 15 years. Up Top Roofing, get on board. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Up Top Roofing. They say to get on board. We got Lady the Flame coming up next right here on the Wayne Hall Show. But before we do, we need to remind you to support the
Jamaicans Caring for Jamaicans.
We already talked about that one.
October 18, October 19, 2 days, 2 shows. Rythmz of the Caribbean, our 10th concert season. Reflections, celebrating our folk heritage. Shiloh High School Auditorium, 4210 Shiloh Road in Snellville. October 18, 7 p.m. and October 19, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy 2 evenings of singing, dancing, folklore, and music that celebrates our folk heritage. MC, the engaging Chris Parker. Adults, $40 advance, $45 at the door. Children, 12 and under, $10. Tickets at Ione's Caribbean Kitchen, 1142 Athens Highway in Grayson. Georgetown Food Market, 4055 Covington Highway in Decatur. And online at rhythmsofthecaribbean.org. Telephone 470-218-2638 or email rhythmsofthecaribbean@gmail.com for more information. Celebrating our 10th annual concert season, Rythmz of the Caribbean, October 18 and 19, 2025. You can't miss it.
Introducing E&W Shipping for all your shipping needs to Jamaica from Atlanta. E&W Shipping is conveniently located at 5002 North Royal Atlanta Drive, Suite L in Tucker, Georgia. They are known as the best when it comes to ship and clear. That's right, ship and have it cleared hassle-free. For ship and clear, a TRN number is required for security purposes. E&W Shipping also offers the fastest way to ship to the Caribbean. Logistics you can count on, people you can trust, picking up your shipment, and a 30% discount for returning residents. Telephone 770-524-8663 to receive your quote and schedule your pickup. Visit their website at www.enwshipping.com. It's E&W Shipping, fulfilling all your export needs.
Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
Have you ever felt like you were stuck in one spot and you want to make a move, but you feel the pressure coming in from every angle around you? Well, don't give up. Push. When I feel like I want to give up, and I feel like my problems are tough. When the road was once smooth, but now it's so rough. I'm trapped in this space, yeah, I had enough. 1, 2, 3. So I push on, I push harder, 'cause I'm strong. I can't see my way. Yeah. When the billows do roll, no, I'm not afraid. Oh no, 'cause my anchor holds on a rock that won't break. Oh no, just keep holding on, 'cause the storms will fade away.
Oh no.
So I push on, I push hard, 'cause I'm strong. I got to push on. When I feel down, I got to move on. I got to push on. I push harder, 'cause I'm strong. I got to push on. When I feel down, I got to move on. I got to push on. I push harder, 'cause I'm strong. I got to push on.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to that one and, you know what, unmistakable voice of Lady the Flame. And there she is on your screen, joining us this evening to talk about all things Lady the Flame tonight. And you know what? There's a lot to go around. In fact, let me see where I can start from to tell you about this amazing singer tonight. You know what? I'll start with what is considered the inspiration and impact. All right? Because at the heart of Lady the Flame's artistry is her unwavering commitment to inspiring and uplifting her listeners. Whether through gospel, reggae, or genre blending, innovation, her music carries messages of perseverance, empowerment, and faith. You just heard it. Push! With her unmatched vocal fire, cultural versatility, and growing international presence, Lady the Flame continues to shine as one of the most exciting and impactful artists of her generation. proving that indeed big things do come in small packages. Lady the Flame, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. How you doing?
I am well, thank you. Doing great. So I see that's used a lot to describe you. Big things come in small packages. Huh?
Yes.
Well, I know the voice is big, very big. How are you today?
I'm doing great, actually. Thank you. How are you?
I am well. I am well. I really appreciate you joining us on our platform here on the Wayne Hall Show, and we're so delighted to just share with our audience, all things Lady the Flame tonight, and we can tell you've got a lot going on, so we truly appreciate the time this evening. Where do we start? Where do we start? I really had to share the what you consider to be your impact on an audience, and you know what it tells you in your songs.
Right.
We played earlier that one that's what streamed over a billion times. God
Yeah,
answers
God
prayers,
answers prayers.
and now
Yes.
push. So maybe we could start there. Uh, your inspiration to sing. How did that come about? Is this something you discovered at an very early age? Was it in church? I always like
Mhm.
to hear that.
Yes. Actually, yes. So my background, I was raised by my grandparents who were very religious. My grandfather was a pastor. And so basically from birth, I've been grown and raised up in a, religious background as far as home. So from the age of about 2, I've been singing within church and coming up. So it's been a part of my life from, before I knew anything. So
Wow.
yeah, so that's just been like a part of my blood, my everyday thing. I come from a very musical family. Everyone sings or plays an instrument, and I just happen to be the singer as far as taking it on as a career in the family.
That is awesome. I see. I like to hear that kind of backdrop, especially when we're getting to know someone like
Yes.
yourself better. Now, where was home? When you say you were raised by your grandparents, where was this? Where? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm born in Washington D.C. is where I was born. So
Yes.
yeah, so I'm the first, you can say the first generation born abroad in the Reed family. Yeah, so Washington D.C. area, we call that DMV. That's D.C., Maryland, Virginia area here in the US. And this is where I've grown and was raised. By my grandparents. We travel back and forth, of course, to Jamaica, but everybody knows that once your grandparents raise you, it don't matter where you are, no matter where you are, they instill the culture within you in your life. So I was grateful for that, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. And because you mentioned the family name Reed, ladies and
Hmm.
gentlemen, her name is Marjorie Reed, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, Marjorie Reed, and
yes.
but she performs under the name Lady the Flame, and I didn't intend that to rhyme, but it sure sounds good. Let's talk about some of your career highlights and awards real quick before we get into some more of the music. I mean,
Sure.
your career is just like you say in your EPK, just shining bright, man. Um, you've shared stages with people like Shirley Caesar,
Hmm.
Barry Salmon,
Hmm.
Marcia Griffiths, Capleton,
Hmm.
Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Richie Stevens, Lady Saw, Baby Sham, Mikey Spice, Cargo, Sizzler Spice, Win Wonders,
Yes,
Fragments, just to
yes,
name some, ladies and gentlemen.
yes,
But
yes.
also equally important, you've won several awards. You want to just tell us about a couple of these?
Yeah, I've won several awards, especially in the DMV area, as female vocalist. Here, before I was actually ventured into gospel music. So I did win that, with as far as reggae music is concerned here. For gospel, I've won best album, best gospel song of the year, and there's another one. I think it's It's a few because at that time, during that year, I was actually surprised because we just put out the song, and it's like the song took off like a wildfire. So I've that one year I just won at least 3 or 4 awards. I was nominated for a Grammy as well. Working with the project with Richie Stevens for the Street Gospel. Also, I was nominated in Irama, me and Wade Marshall within the gospel
Yes,
category.
yes, I remember.
So yeah, so there's a lot of nominations there, a lot of awards.
Yeah.
I was also awarded by the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. For they used God Answers Prayers as their leading song within that year, and that was just the 2023. And so yeah, there's a lot of accolades over the years.
Wow, wow. Man, and like what I really like is as I got more into your music, is
Hmm.
the more I realize that it's all about upliftment, encouragement, and inspiring in
Yes,
terms of, everything you do. But you're also quite versatile.
yeah,
And now that
yeah.
you've expressed to us that you actually was raised in the DC area, we
Hmm.
can see where that versatility might have been,
Yes,
you know. Yeah.
yeah,
But as I would say, encouraged
yes.
because you get a little bit of a different vibe through the different songs. Like Push just now had that little
Right.
fusion to it.
Hmm.
Um, and we're gonna get into some more of the newer songs later. That's gonna show even more versatility.
Right, right.
Um, but and actually, that is what we're actually promoting tonight, ladies and gentlemen. She's got two awesome singles out there now, mashing up the place, and we're gonna get into
Hmm.
them. Uh, where where can we find you in terms of your fan base and
Hmm.
social media handles? And is it Lady the Flame or just the Flame?
So, social media, my handles, or they would say like my at, would be Lady Flame RP. So it's all one word. RP stands for Rob on Productions. That's management. So if you were to be on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere, just type in Lady Flame RP and I will come up. I also have my own website. That's ladyflame.com, just in case you forget. And you can also Google me. I will come up to Google send me as somebody. So that's a good thing. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but it's Lady Flame RP everywhere. YouTube, please join that channel as well. Instagram, TikTok, X, um, everywhere. Snapchat, everywhere. We use the same handle everywhere.
That's right. And in lieu of time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about these two new singles that's
Mhm.
mashing up the place, like I say. Um, I Know What It Is. Let's start with that
Mhm.
one. Tell me about I Know What It Is.
So I know what it is. Is basically it's a love ballad, but it has it like you mentioned before. It infuses like music from back in the 50s and 60s. You know what I mean? It gives that kind of infusion sound, and it's basically a follow up to we dropped 2 years ago. Is it 2 years ago? Yeah, time fly fast. No, we dropped last year a Lovers Rock EP. So it's a follow up to the Lovers Rock EP, which is entitled Lovers Rock, by the way. And we came up with I Know What It Is, just to bring it gives you like a nostalgic feeling. If you're familiar with the nowadays hit song the Elephant Man has, the Pretty Little Baby, it has that
Yes.
same type of feel as well. A matter of fact, the two songs them can mix, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of feel that we went with that song. So
Listen to the flame. You see that? She was born and raised here, ladies and gentlemen. But you see how quick she switched. You the two song them can mix. I love it. Well, let's give the audience a taste. I know they can't wait. I am not going to say much until after you take a listen to this.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do.
become stronger. No doubt I don't need no other. You got me locked and don't wait no longer. And you don't need to ponder. Our love comes from up yonder. And that's why I don't wonder. 'Cause baby, I got you, and I know what it means. I don't need no one to tell me. I know what it is. His tender kisses tell me I know what it is. I know that it's love. Do-do-do-do-do. You bring me joy when we're together. Our laughter seems like forever. Your smile gives me so much pleasure that it tickles me like a feather. And I can't even remember any bad days 'cause you make them better. Our love must be forever 'cause baby, I love you, and I know what it is. Don't need no one to tell me. I know what it is. His tender kisses tell me I know what it is. I know that it's love. Do-do-do-do-do. And I know what it is. I don't need no one to
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we are vibing to the sound of Lady the Flame right here on the Wayne Hall Show. And this one is called I Know What It Is. It's got that kind of do-up,
Yes.
it,
Yes.
it has that kind of feel to it. Um, what energy drove you in that direction making this song? What?
Well, let's see. Well, not only because I'm born here in foreign, but I'm a music lover of like I have a kind of oldie soul.
Yes.
And even when I sing, you can probably hear that too as well. So I am a lover of music of all genres from back in time come up, and I just like to explore in music a lot, and you know what I mean, because music is a language, and we can express a lot of things in music. And growing up, um you know used to watch, even now when you watch them old time shows, like when they do documentaries and stuff on
Yes.
famous singers and stuff like that, like for instance Ray Charles and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and they play those time, you still get the same energy and feeling today, of them in the past. And those are people who set the blueprint and stuff for us that's do music today. So I definitely wanted to share that, bring that back, keep that alive. So
Nice. I tell you what, just listening in terms of your career in general,
mhm.
how would you describe your season right now? Where is Lady the Flame in
Wow.
terms of where you want to be and how the journey's going for you?
Wow. That's a very interesting question. So my season, wow. Well, everyone that knows me, especially in music, knows I'm a hard worker. And right now, the season I'm in is in the toiling season.
Toiling.
I am
All
doing,
right.
yes, I am doing a lot
Putting in the
of,
work.
yes, a lot of work, a lot of planting. And for me, it feels, I'm not going to say like a burden or heavy, but it feels overwhelming because of the talent that I possess. Is like I'm not driven in one direction as far as how to express my talents. You know what I mean? I'm multi-genre, multicultural, so I am planting in so many different lanes, so many different fields. Putting down what needs to be done, putting in the work, putting in great music, lyrics, and all this stuff of this time. just so everyone knows too as well, I do write my songs as well. So I'm a writer, composer. It all starts with me before, we put it into the lab and get stuff done. So it's a lot going on mentally, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? To
Mm-hmm.
to put these things out there and then get it to where it can grow and come out there to the world to where people can actually feel what ever the vision is, you know what I mean, for the song. So it's definitely, yeah, a toiling season for me right now. It's nonstop. No vacation, no time off, no nothing. I do work full time as well, so and I'm a mom, all of those things. So it's just never ending. I-
So
it make
so
you feel that
you're
you wish there
putting
was
in,
more than one of you. You know what I mean? But
yeah. And let me tell you, you just said something so important,
hmm
that you're a mom,
hmm
you work full time, but at the
yes,
same time, this is your toiling season as far
yes,
as Lady the Flames career goes. And that's very key, because while you toil and while you wait, you got to take care of yourself and life and family.
yes,
So, yep.
yes.
Well, cool. It's amazing how a question like that sometimes make us pause and think
Yes.
about, where am I? All right, what am I doing? What's my season? Yeah.
hmm
So, but I appreciate the response, and it make you said, in that response, multi-genral.
hmm
You can go in so many different avenues just to present the brand, to present who
Yes.
Lady the Flame is,
hmm
and I trust that it will, pay off. And I
Yes.
gotta ask you about this on the two times rhythm though.
hmm
Wow, I think one of the first songs out following Cargo on the two times rhythm. Tell us about how that came about.
Well, actually, when I came back from off of my UK tour this year, that was in what, April, early May. When I came back from my UK tour, Cargo song during that time was, everybody that, I mean, it was played everywhere. That was the
Yes,
thing. And I've always respected Cargo as an artist. Anyway, he's multi-talented. But the song, I love the song and what it was saying. You know what I mean? As far as the melody and everything. And so when we got back from the UK tour, my manager said, "You know what? I think you should, you know, like answer Cargo on his song." So we thought about it, and I said, okay, that would actually be good because, I love the rhythm. Of course, everybody's familiar with Mikey Spice rhythm. And
yes,
I love his song. And I said, you know what? So we came together, put our heads together about the approach. And I said, yep. I said, me want answer, but me no want it to seem like a counteraction. I rather be a
right.
answer, you know what I mean? And a big woman answer at that, because when you do counteractions, I mean, people are going to expect that. You know what I mean? It's
Yes,
like, and rightfully so. A lot of people did counteract his song like that, and to me, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to answer it as a big woman. You know what I mean? Because here's the reality. What he's talking about is stuff that happened in real life. You know what I mean? And without going into details, we as human beings make mistakes in relationships, right?
yes.
And
Hmm.
we Caribbean people, trust me, we just have, especially we women, we have a issue sometime with apologizing. So, you know what I mean? We just say, all right, we're gonna do it out of the norm because I'm gonna show vulnerability, which I think is missing a lot within music nowadays. You know what I mean? It's just
Yes.
being vulnerable in the music. I mean, that's how
Hmm.
many of we got. That's how many of us got here. So it
Exactly.
was listening. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Mister, all right, I'm gonna answer him like that. So what I did was listening to his song. It's answering him almost line for line, because you're staying within the topic,
Yeah.
of what he's this talking about or what he's venting on. And I just answer him line for line, as if, okay, he's venting to me and I'm answering him back there in a vulnerable situation. You know what I mean? Just like when you deal with things and it's just you and your partners behind doors. So I responded that way. So when we voiced it and we put it out, um, and we sent it to him. Matter of fact, it was going around the whole place from it dropped. You know what I mean? And it got to him, and He says he loves it. You know what I mean? He featured it on his live, and that's when he heard it first. Actually, he listened to it, and it just took him away. He was just like, "How you come up with this? How did you answer it like this?" Because and it was so comical, because just like how it catch him off guard, it catch a lot of people off guard. But the biggest thing was it kept the conversation going, because he started the conversation.
Yes.
And it kept it going, especially
Yes.
amongst men and women. Some of them happy and push me up in it, and some of them, trust me, them beat me. But at the end of the day, I'm like, ladies, do not make them trick you. If you make a mistake, no matter how small it is, just apologize, because we as women too, we're nurturers, and we always forgive sometime before even, men
Yes.
get so much free pass when it comes to us. So, you know what I mean? So it's just showing vulnerability in a relationship between a man and a woman. And it was very interesting, the comments, the follow-ups, everything. I actually have an official video for it as well. It's on YouTube. Please go and check that out. And yeah, that's one of my biggest songs right now in reggae. Cargo, big up yourself, big up everybody on the 2-time rhythm. That song is charting daily all over the world. You know what I mean? In different countries. If you follow me on my pages anywhere, you do see that I post that as well. And 2-time, my song is entitled Second Time. And that song is just like, it gone, you know what I mean? So what I love about it, it also exposed me to many people that didn't know of me. And it also, what I wanted to do, it also made people who know me already say, oh, she does reggae music, you know what I mean? Because in my career, I'm largely known as The Flame. So gospel side, I'm up there, you know what I mean? In gospel music. And I wanted to show the many different sides of me and let them know that the message is still positive, it's still uplifting, still dealing with real life events and stuff like that. So when we did Second Time, it was perfect. So
So guess what?
Yes.
Lady the Flame. Listening to that just now, I think it's only fit that you introduce the song, man. Introduce this for us.
Yeah, so introducing the big bad song entitled Second Time, the big woman answer to Cargo's 2 times.
Baby, me now broke your heart a second time. Give me the blame, turn the whole of it a mine. I really, really love you. God knows I'm in love you. The best healer in a life, well, you know that a time. Baby, take a seat and make we rewind. Come in love you. You know some love you. For every tear I know you shed, don't give up now. This ain't the end of me and your journey. Just please forgive me, baby. I'm begging you for a reinstatement. I'm a promising no need no replacement. Don't let we home be vacant. Don't go, hey man, I need your love. Me now break your heart.
Pull the one from top, Miss All, it's a beat them too bad.
One more time. From the top.
Baby, me now broke your heart a second time. Give me the blame, turn the whole of it a mine. I really, really love you. God knows I'm in love you. The best healer in a life, well, you know that a time. Baby, take a seat and make we rewind. Come in love you. You know some love you. For every tear I know you shed, don't give up now. This ain't the end of me and your journey. Just please forgive me, baby. I'm begging you for a reinstatement. I'm a promising no need no replacement. Don't let we home be vacant. Don't go, hey man, I need your love. Me now break your heart a second time. Give me the blame and the whole of it a mine. I really, really love you. Jah knows some love you. The best healer in a life, well, you know that a time. Before you press forward, make we hit the rewind. Come and love you. You know some love. together as one.
Your
Me know
life,
you love me,
your
but
music.
although you're broken,
Fresh
me can't
FM,
give up
the
on
radio
our
love.
foundation. Me know you
You are
hurt and it's
listening to
frustration,
The Wayne Hall
but
Show,
you never
where
give me
information meets
motivation.
music.
And when you touch me, it's an inspiration. You know that I need you badly, so don't fight the feeling, baby. Promise me now, break your heart a second time. Give me the blame, cause the whole of it are mine. I really, really love you. God knows I'm love you. The best healer in a life, well you know that a time. Baby, take a seat and make we rewind. Come and love you. You know some love you. Me now broke your heart a second time. Give me the blame, cause the whole of it are mine. I really, really love you. Jah knows some love you. The best healer in a life, well you know that a time. Before you press forward, make we hit the rewind. Come and love you. You know some love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, me now broke your heart a second time. Give me the blame, and the whole of it are mine. I really, really love you. God knows some love you.
That's right. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we could play this one all night. Listen, the first time I heard this song when I'm checking out this rhythm, I said, oh my gosh, that is different. And I actually fell in love with the fact that, like you said, I didn't even put it into that perspective like you, as well as you just did. I just know it wasn't the usual. Me nah take you back again because you got one chance. You only get one time and you blow it. You know? It was, look, I messed up. And you can't beat that line that says, before you press forward, make we touch
Well, you say
rewind.
it might be take it back. Yes, so that's what I mean, and that's what he said. It's like, you know, it's very funny the way that anybody that know Cargo knows that he's like, I mean, his personality is is crazy, but it's funny what he said, and it's true. He said any man, if a woman were to respond like that, it's, you know, your response would have to be, okay, you know, I have to take it back because there's no way you respond to me like that. So it's like it's a catch you off guard, but it's not really an off guard thing. What it is vulnerability, which is what a lot of we are scared to do and be right now, vulnerable. So
But look what it's doing, you know? Because again, it's so different. It's not the slap back, it's not the clap back, it's not the you're there going, me I go kick you kind of responses. Okay. You know. And sometimes it's in you know, reality is sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes that's where we need to be, you know, lesson learned, man or woman, and let's move on. So
yes, the good
big
book
tune.
says a stop, answer, turn it away.
Big
All right.
tune. And it speaks to your creativity and your perception too of what's good material within the space it is, because I'm sure there's a lot of other counteractions that are actual counteractions that without the vulnerability. So awesome there. Let me just share some listener comments with you. That mix is fire with pretty. Oh yeah, your song is a fire mix with Pretty Little Baby. Love your strong voice and sound.
Thank you.
That's from Janice O'Shea. Yeah, man. Somebody else was saying, what? Go Lady La Flame. Sorry, I have all these different channels open up here. Love this song. You Go Lady La Flame. That's what one person said. Let me see if anybody said anything over on YouTube. Someone just says, awesome. All right, good deal. Well, tell us again. But let me ask you though, before I do that. What's next? I know you just performed with the Berris and Friends concert in New York. Anything coming up you want to share?
Well, people, like I said, no, I'm a hard worker. I just returned. Last week we were in New York again. Ultimate Praise 2025. Wonderful experience. You know, that's a gospel show. So we have many other events, and prior to that, I was up in New York. New York loves me as far as,
Good
but
sign.
definitely, like I said, coming off of that tour, we did two shows, New Jersey and New York, with Barry Salmon, Marcia Griffiths, and Baby Sham. It was just like, it's surreal. I don't even know how to explain that experience, but it was wonderful sharing the stage with them, being backed by, Derek Barnett and the Statement Band. Also had an event with them as well. And I mean, it's just lovely being, around the place. I have so many bookings in and out of the area. A lot of times what I tell people to do is just follow me on my pages and my on social media, because I
Right.
do post up there where I'm going to be next. Just, if I happen to be in your town, you'll be very, very aware of that. For coming up right now with music, it's so much new music coming out. I don't even know where, trust me, we don't even know where to start, to tell you, because not only do my camp have new music, we just dropped I Know What It Is a few weeks ago, but we have more music coming out. Contemporary music. I'm doing a lot of work with other producers as well. They're going to be dropping their singles and their music. Also coming up for like Thanksgiving and Christmas season, we're going to be dropping a single off of my gospel album that I'm going to be dropping next year. So, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of new music that'll be coming out. So definitely some more new gospel music will be dropping soon. Some more new reggae and contemporary music is going to be dropping. It's so much work. Like I said, it's being done right now and coming out. So definitely, people, you're going to want to keep it locked and stay connected. And of course, Wayne, you're gonna be one to get it right before it come out. Hot off the press. We're
There
gonna
you go.
definitely make sure that you have them. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yes.
it's so much work to do. Right now as well. Um, Gal Teeth Rhythm by Cargo is another rhythm he has out. I'm on that compilation as well.
Awesome.
Mr. Smooth. So,
Hmm.
like I said, it's a lot of work out there that's gonna be dropping. We're just dropping it like it's hot right now. So
There you go. There you
yeah.
go. All right. No, I'm going to take away the stress of the music business for a while and ask you two personal questions that are not hard to answer. Where does Lady the Flame think is an ideal vacation?
Oh Lord. Where?
See?
Well, I would. Oh boy, because I'm a person. I love to travel, and I want to go some places I've never been. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go Dubai. You know what I mean? I want to go to Japan. It's so many different places. I'm a person that's like, I'm an extrovert, so I like, traveling and
Mm-hmm.
seeing new things, different places. I mean, come on, you already know that nowhere can really beat Jamaica anyway. But that's a hard one, and especially because
The
I don't even,
hardest question tonight was
yeah,
not
because
about
I don't
music, you
even I
see?
don't even see any type of vacation in sight.
I know. Okay.
So
And what about food? What's your favorite food? I know it's not Jamaica. It's not a Jamaican dish.
okay, actually it is, but if I'm gonna take it out of the regular like food, my favorite, and anybody will know my weakness is crab. I love crab.
Okay.
I love crabs.
Okay.
So, I love seafood crabs. And then after that will come my second favorite, which is oxtail. I love oxtail.
All right. All
So
right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of the personal side. Ooh, somebody's asking for a little acapella? Oh, oh Lord.
yeah, as usual, right?
Yeah, yeah. Somebody need a little something, something here. I
Pick it
don't
in,
know.
okay, I'll get the two lines. You just played it. Baby, me nah broke your heart a second time. Give me the blame, cause the whole of it a mine. I really, really love you. God knows say me love you. The best healer in a life, well, you know that a time. Baby, take a seat and make we rewind. Me love you. You know, say me love you.
Wow.
So it's real,
All
not
right.
AI, it's
Well, the
real.
person said snippet, so I'm sure that does it. All right. Lady the Flame, you've been
Yes.
so awesome, so amazing. And thank you for showing flexibility with them personal questions. Because sometimes we
Yeah,
so
yeah,
caught up in just the music and everything. It's good to just
yeah.
put it down for a moment. So thank you for being an awesome guest on the Wayne Hall Show tonight. Have we covered everything? Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience before you go?
I think I said everything. Please go and continue streaming my songs. Thanks so much. The other day, I believe, we've got the notification that it's over 20 million views on TikTok for God Answers Prayers, on just that platform.
Wow.
But like I said, you know, including everything, I'm over 2 billion streams. So God
Man.
Answers Prayers is my biggest song to date. And I just want to encourage everybody to just keep streaming because, you know, it's easier for us to complain. You know what I mean? It's better for us to just do what's right, create the balance within life. There's good and evil. You know how that is already. So, you know, instead of complaining about the evil, make we just do good and try to create balance, you know what I mean, in life. And as always, like I tell people, when you see me, you already know what God me say. So I have to big up God, big up everybody that's, you know, all your listeners around the world. I know your thing is international and international. Big up everybody. Thanks so much. If you are just becoming a follower today, please do, like I said, connect with me on all social media content. And before I leave, let me bless up the place for you. As you know, like I said, for those that know, it's the same, the flame, guys. We sing God Answers Prayers, still the prayer with Glamour Wayne and many, many, many more other gospel hits that I have out there. All right, so bless up everybody. What we see is every weakness, every trial, every mountain and sea, and he sees every teardrop, and he wipes them for you and for me. Just get down on your knees and say, Savior, help me believe. Because one thing is for certain, He's my God, answers prayers. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lady the Flame. Ladies and gentlemen, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to segue out of this conversation. Thank you again. All the
Thank
best
you.
with your journey. I know we're going to meet somewhere, somehow, someplace again. But you
Yes.
take care of yourself. Continue
All right,
to
you
make
too.
great music, inspire and uplift, and Godspeed.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady the Flame. A little bit more.
Baby, me now broke your heart a second time. Give me the blame, turn the whole of it a mine. I really, really love you. God knows I me love you.
First Lady Michelle says she loves it.
You know that a time. Baby, take a seat and make we rewind. Come me love you. You know some love you.
Rollin John, good night, my brother.
Tear I know you shed. Don't give up now. This ain't the end of me and your journey. Just please forgive me, baby. I'm begging you for a reinstatement. I'm a promising no need no replacement. Don't let we home with vacant. Don't go. Hey man, I need your love. And now break your heart a second time.
This right here is the song she was counteracting, right? No, she was responding to. Here we go.
Yeah, girl, you not get the chance to break my heart 2 times. Although me love you, I really, really love you. God knows I'm in love you. Yeah, girl, you not get the chance to disrespect me 2 times. You not get the chance to commit not the crime. Girl, me love you. Me love you till me heart so low. You and I were best of friends. I thought your replacement. I and I hold on for the statement. You make me feel uncontent. Girl, I tell you, yeah, girl, you not get the chance to break my heart 2 times. I do me love you, yeah. I really, really love you.
That's right, the big 2 times rhythm there with Cargo, and that's the song the Lady La Flame, the Flame, is talking about her response to. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great night on the Wayne Hall Show. Let me take a few minutes to just go through some flyers real quick for those that didn't have ads running. There goes Up Top Roofing. Call them 678-760-9543. Okay, be sure to do that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there are... Okay, these aren't coming up. Okay, well, they don't want to come on up tonight. That's fine. Let's see. Elevation Thursdays. Every Thursday, live DJ, upscale cocktail, bold flavors, delicious food at the best hookah and smooth cigars at 1180 Sigmund Road. It is Elevation Kitchen and Cocktails, all right? Okay, what's next? We talked about Rythmz of the Caribbean tonight. Don't forget, it's not too late if you're just hearing. If you are the first person to tell me in what year Rythmz of the Caribbean was formed, you have a pair of tickets. And next week, we'll have more to give away right here on the show. So tell a friend, tell some friends, come win some tickets to go to this event next week. We also have the Jamex ticket, and the Jamex event is this one, All Schools Jam, Saturday, October 18th, 2025, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. All right, let's see. We're running fast. Next, we have, well, this brings us into November 17th, Patsy Austin Gatson presenting her golf tournament, her first annual Gwinnett County District Attorneys Golf Tournament. And it's going to be at the Sugarloaf Club Drive in Duluth. And if you have questions, just call Alex Hill. Contact Alex Hill, as a matter of fact, at ahill1508@gmail.com. November 17th. And then we also have this flyer, Chris Blue, November 22nd, Benefit Gospel Concert. And this takes place at the James McEwen Worship Center. And it's going to be, doors open at 5 p.m. And it's going to be a great show. We got Inspired, Forgiven, Radiant Light. And if you don't know who Chris Blue is, Google him. He was big on The Voice, coached by Alicia. All right. Now, I think that's all we have for in flyers, so glad I made it quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, live and let love. Don't forget, the only way to start at the top is if you're digging a hole. Always look around for something great and do what? Look around for something great and encourage it. And be grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week, same time, same place, with more and all our blazing stations right here on The Wayne Hall Show. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Catch you next week.
You and I were best of friends. I thought this journey will never end, but you betrayed. I mean, can't find the guy. And even though me can't find your replacement, I got one on the statement. You make me feel uncontent.
Your life, your
Fresh FM. Radio London.
You're not get the chance to break my heart 2 times. I don't love you. I really, really love you. John knows say me love you. Yes, girl, you not get the chance to diss me 2 times. You not get the chance to commit that the crime. Don't me love you. Oh.